For example, you have test 1, test 2, right? If you use test 1, you actually import the attribute for test 1 and also apply for also the attribute from a test. But whatever test 1 is like whatever attribute, whatever style that the test test 1 shares, test 1 gonna override its parents.
So test 1 overrides test.
So always your children always override parents.
But it will initially inherit them unless you override them yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, if for those of you who are familiar with like object-oriented programming, if you inherit from a base class, you get those values from the base class unless you overwrite them. Unless you change them yourself. It's the same concept.
Yeah, it's the same concept.
It's like
Unless in the for that style, unless you specify it again with a exclamation mark, important, that like style won't be ordered by children unless the children also have exclamation mark, important. Do you know that?
Inherits all the attributes? Automatically inherits all the
Right. So for example, if you did have like an encyclopedia website with 1 billion paragraphs inside it, you could just have an outer tag for the whole block of paragraphs. Put all your style in that one tag, and all the paragraphs would inherit that style.
Yeah.
Unless you specifically want to change.
Like one paragraph, so you'd have to change that one, and then it would overwrite it.
That's also part of what HTML calls. HTML is just tree structure, right? And that's that's called the CSS style is also tree structure, and it's normal inheritance. That's why. Well, the difference, there's also difference for CSS though. Because for script, right, if you want to import a whole file instead of just manually copy over it, you can just specify a source attribute in the script tag, right? But for style, you can't just do that. You have to use the name tag. And it specifies the REL attribute, which stands for relation. And then you call it CSS style sheet. CSS actually slash, wait, is it text or CSS? I'm not sure. Actually, you can check it out online. And I think it's CSS slash style sheet. That's the value for its relation attribute. And then specify the source, actually not source, the href hyperreference, I think. The href, which is similar with the anchor tag. You need to specify the href to the CSS file you're going to use, and you automatically import it whenever the page is loaded. That's how you specify it with the link tag. And now, a link tag is not just for importing CSS file. Also, like most people use it for importing link tag, for importing style sheet. You can also use it to make the browser recognize where your fav icon is. So for fav icon, you know for Google, whenever looking into your history or your favorite bar, you will see that Google has a really little tiny picture besides the site name, and that's called fav icon. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Favicon?
Favicon, yeah.
What?
Favicon.
No.
So, like
if you open a new tab for Google.
Right, so you're using Chrome or Firefox or whatever, if you look at your tabs, there's a small icon on each tab.
Oh,
yeah. Those are called favicons.
Okay.
It's used to make user recognize your website really fast among a bunch of tabs or histories or favorite
bookmarks.
Bookmarks. Favorite was the IE term.
Yeah.
What is this name?
Favicons.
F-A-V
icon.
relation icon, and then specify the href. Href is H-R-E-F, just in case you are.
Sorry?
So you put that in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have the icon image file, but in the HTML code, you reference say the favicon for this web page is this file on my server.
So you don't have, but there's also another way. You don't have to specify the favicon. There's a predefined URL that's reserved for favicon. You can just name your favicon whatever picture you use. You need to rename it. Also, extension to favicon.ico and put in the website root directory. Browser will always try to reach to that URL and try to get that favicon. So if you just too lazy to specify this, like the this link tag and just use that way. That's the lazy way. Yeah. So right now, after we're done with head tag, actually most of the head tag, we'll talk about some body tags. Just as the later meaning, this tag you always use within the body tags. And this, of course, is not the whole collection of body tags you're gonna use in the future, but this one, the one that you're gonna use more frequently. I'm pretty sure about that. First one, we're gonna have some inline tag. Well, here, I'll treat the classified tags into three categories. One is inline tags, blog tags, and also table tags. What does it mean that for all visual tags, that's like within body tag. Of course, most of the body tags are visual tags, except for example, audio. If you don't specify controls, this control will not be displayed. But anyway, for all the visual tags, you will have the attribute called display. Actually, it's called display. And you probably need to use some debugging tool, that regional debugging tool, to actually find what's the default display tag. You surely will have for inline tag, just like it meaning it is used to describe or decorate like paragraphs, like image tag, paragraph tag, anchor tag, and also header 1 to header 5 tag, which is h1 to h5.
Can you define your own tag in the style sheet or something?
You cannot define your own tag unless you're using HTML5. But even if you're using your own tag, you need to do some strict definition for it in order for the browser to properly render it. But it's really tedious way. Unless you're doing something like Wikipedia, you don't want to use your own tag. Because Wikipedia, you need some explicit tag just that represent like different language on the side, right? So sometimes we see like if you're reading an article for Wikipedia, you see like Chinese. Of course, the Chinese is reading Chinese, and the English, Spanish, and also like French. So all the tag, they cannot be rendered directly through a normal paragraph tag. You need to probably need to specify some language tag, so that the language tag will be able to render. This language tag is usually customized, and then you will contain actual information for the browser to, like instruction for the browser to how to render it properly. So yeah.
So do you write that code in HTML? Like, is it an HTML type code, or how do you create your own elements? Because like HTML is like a markup language, right? So it just styles your stuff.
Yeah, and also it's similar to XML, right? So that's why HTML5 right now allows like customized tags.
Oh, okay.
That's why. But because like usually.
That's only HTML5.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to use that for HTML4. You'll find it really like just what the hell. Nothing is showing up. Most of the cases, nothing will show up. But anyway, for WebDev, you usually won't encounter customized tag until like an advanced stage. So even for me, I'm still at the intermediate stage, and I haven't used any customer tag so far. But I haven't seen, of course, I haven't seen some like, from Wikipedia, from Google. They have used some, but it's the way you need to define it. Though it's really powerful and really useful, the way you need to define is really is kind of not tedious but complicated.
Yeah.
Just in my opinion, by the way. Probably you will find it easier than me. Anyway, and also we have block tags. So for block tags, they are different from inline tags because they are not used to decorate like paragraphs, like tags, strings. They are used to display images, used to organize the layout, and
Special things like forms and stuff like that.
yeah, for.
So typically, I mean, if you're just to go out and write a bunch of paragraph tags, you'd find that the format that your web page came out as wasn't really that nice. So over the years, people have figured out different ways of formatting and blocking up the sections of the web page so that you can make it look like how you want. They used to
for
use
example,
tables for that.
They used to use table,
They used to use tables for that, but now it's more common to use divs.
which is for division.
Divisions, yeah. So you can make div, and a div is basically just kind of an invisible box where every tag that you write that's inside a div tag is like its own page. That's the size of the box and the description of how you describe that box. So an example that I gave on Saturday to a couple people where I might have a div for the entire page and just spans the entire page. But because I'm not sure what the size is of the monitor that my user is going to see my web page on, I might want to have another div that's only a certain width and center that div. And then I'm going to put all of my content in that div. So then when the user opens up the page, everything is aligned to the center and it's not wrapping, it's not going like, if they had, say, a 27-foot long monitor, my whole web page isn't just one line all the way across, right? Because I have this div that's saying, you only have this width and it's at the center.
And also, since you can use a kind of center the div, right? If you have a really wide monitor, all the web page won't be just aligned to the left, like really strictly to the left. That will look really ugly, right? So usually you want to center it in the center, no matter what's the resolution of the browser. That's also, they also have the.
Would you recommend using percentage or pixels?
Yeah,
Depends.
Depends. But the recommended is actually